ready to go into overdrive for 2020. As we promised, last year we launched The Inside. We premiered the pilot for the Black Group Economic Show. We dropped 2 new seasons of Wordsmith, the #1 platform for artists with a message in the music. We've seen you out on the road, the Black Carpet Awards, the Reparations March, the Legacy Center of Excellence, and more. We brought you Dr. Mumbi, the legendary Bob Andy, Queen Diambi, Kemi Seba, Esther Stanford Hossein, Leo Mohammed, Brother Alida Bandaka, and more. And now, 2020 is set to see gotkushTV taking it to the next level. First up, look out for the official launch of the gotkushTV website, your official portal for all things GKTV, including new shows, news, views, and reviews, soon to be serving you with advertising opportunities and the launch of the GKTV African market. gotkushtv.com will also be a global hub for all things Black, conscious, and empowering from all over the Black world. Black achievements, Black excellence, education, health, positive Black imagery, entrepreneurs, Black brands, and charity work. All this and more can be found here at gotkushtv.com. Then there's the new shows. Decipher, the dynamic discussion and debate show. Health is Wealth, practical tips for living in wellness. Kush, Communiversity, home of Black Warrior Scholarship. And UK Fire Entertainment, bringing you a slew of music videos for your listening and viewing pleasure. Look out for more of The Insight, Wordsmith, and the full 3rd season of the Black Group Economic Show, all coming your way soon. As always, the GKTV film team is available for hire to cover your events and all filming needs. Visit us at gotkushtv.com for hire inquiries and more information. Stand by all Black businesses through our website, social media, and show content. We have monumental advertising, sponsorship, and network opportunities catering especially for you. gotkushTV is about to take off. To join us for the ride, there's 4 things you can do. 1, subscribe to our channel. Hit that bell to make sure you don't miss the release. Join us on all social media and hit up gotkushtv.com to subscribe to our mailing list for exclusive opportunities in the near future. 2, like. Let us know you're feeling our content by hitting that ever so important button of approval. 3, comment. We want to hear your feedback on everything we're putting out, so make sure your presence is felt in the comment section. 4, share. Spread the word by hitting that share button and exposing your circle to the magnificence that is gotkushTV. We look forward to building with you throughout 2020 and servicing you with high quality Black media production. gotkushTV, beyond discussion, beyond debate, we put the power in Black media. Lyricism is a craft. Leave the gimmicks to the half-hearts who can only walk the beaten path and rock the stereotypical mask. They stole our swag, pimped us out, called it mainstream, and we said bun it. The only stream we feel is the one that flows from our current. We were the genius, wide-eyed, trying to fraternize with the gatekeepers to the mansion. And every time we got too black, no exposure was the sanction. He couldn't resist the rhythm, stayed making pee from our riggers, saying, please continue to create like gods, just so long as you spit like niggas. But we're them perverted revolutionaries. Don't let us in the door, we kick it down. Seal the roof, we smash through the ceiling. And now we've become wise enough to construct our own buildings. Their mansion is a minor, to their industry we don't aspire. Now London's burning, car we ignite the UK fire. So spit high caliber MC, rapper, bring the spoken word poet, vocalist, construct those melodies of resonant frequencies and send it out to the world. If Omawale Malcolm was a poet, we are the means necessary, carrying Yah Santa's bullets on the winds of our words. If Messiah was music, we are the whirlwind and the storm. Be black as you want to be, this is your platform. Like how the Most High created the world, it's recognized as the first gift. gotkushTV, we bring you Wordsmith. Yes, indeed, kings and queens. Yes, indeed. Welcome, 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 welcome to this edition of the one and only constructive Quarantine Convos, Kings and Queens, live on the one and only gotkushTV, your #1 Black conscious platform, coming out of the UK. We are here with another edition of our Quarantine Convos, taking advantage of the time of isolation and all of these things to make sure that you are kept informed and in tune with what is going on with our people around the world. We've brought you to Gambia. We've brought you to the United States of America. But you know, so we've got to bring it back to the LONDON, Kings and Queens. And we have one of the, and I kid you not, there is no hyperbole, no exaggeration. We are speaking today to one of the most respected MCs in the country. From one of the most legendary crews, if not the most legendary crew coming out of the UK, Kings and Queens. Yes, indeed, Kings and Queens. There are some artists, you know, people got #1 singles. Some people got classic albums, but not everybody has an anthem, Kings and Queens. Not everybody has an anthem, and this artist has an anthem. Kings and Queens, brothers and sisters, we are proud to bring you the one and only Swiss. How you doing, bro?
I'm good, you know, family. Thank you for that introduction, man.
Give thanks, bro. It's a worthy one. You know what I'm saying? It's a very, very worthy one. And you know what I'm gonna do, bro? Like, I'm gonna drop something very quickly, yeah. Just to show people a little bit of history right here, yeah. So stay tuned. Like, let me bring a.
I think I know what you're gonna bring up.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Let's bring a clip like right here so we can see where I go on. Yeah, it's really the feed right now. Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah.
It's really the feed. Yeah. Let me just drop this a sec. I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but I just want to show you where I go on. This is the only footage I've ever seen of this day. Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm gonna check if you got anything.
2006, you know.
2006. Yeah, a whole 14 years ago, my G.
That was the year the album came out.
Right. Exactly.
Wearing standing
trial,
he stands the truths of standing over the rape.
All right, I'm a skip, but that's my brother Tug Star.
But you could gain more.
This is my brother Amenoir.
Because that's Pete Rocks. Because that's Pete Rocks. And she.
Here's my sister Oneness.
I'm coming for you. I'm more fierce than you plus your crew multiplied by 2,022,000,000.
And this is me, yeah.
Intrusion, confusion with the illusion of inclusion. Everybody want to be black when blackness gains, but
all right,
none of them can't feel black pain.
So that was Kings and Queens Dead Prez Tour 2006. Yeah, the reason why I'm playing that is because my crew, Best Kept Secret, featured on that tour, and that was the time that we met the brother Swiss because they had where was it? Leeds? Cause we did the Leeds.
Yeah, I think it was Leeds.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Yeah. And so the man then phoned me and said, "Yeah, hey, would you mind traveling up with Swiss?" And we're like, I asked about it. They're like, "Yeah, cool, bro. Swiss is the brother." You know what I'm saying? So yeah, everything was blessed too. So that's how we met. And it's been blessed ever since then, my G. So give thanks.
Give thanks, man. That was a really it was good to collaborate with Dead Prez on that. And then you know what? Just before I came on this interview, I actually thought back to that tour because the time backstage.
Yeah,
one of the cameramen asked me to do a freestyle to the camera.
Okay.
That also came to mind just before I came onto this interview for whatever reason.
Okay.
That you showed that footage as well.
Yeah, fam. It's level. But have you got anything from that tour? Like,
I haven't. No, I haven't.
I've never seen anything else of it, and I don't even remember who actually filmed that, so I could check if there's anything more from it. But that was an interesting one
because I've done London as well. We done London.
Yeah.
Did you not do London?
No. That what I just showed was the London leg.
Okay.
But Leeds was before it, so that's when we actually met. You know what I'm saying?
London,
you know what I'm saying? You know, like you know what I'm saying. But in London was after that was a coronet. That was in
Coronet, exactly. That was a coronet.
You get me? So yeah, fam. It's been like them times. There's obviously Swiss was hot, coming off of that the you know the whole point of so solid and kind of thing. We're gonna get into that in a second, but let's put that on pause for a sec because the man has a new album out. And it's not every day, that we get a new album from Swiss, you know, family. Like, you get me? The releases are sporadic out here, bro. And I know the fan base has got a bone to pick with you, my G. So, so let's get into that in a sec. But what's inspired this particular release at this moment? It's called Isolation and Music, yeah? So what's the story behind it?
It was just a perfect time to bring it out. There's some of the music that's on the album had been accumulated over sporadically, maybe over the last 3 years. Right. And then when this because I was going to bring it out later on this year, but when this period came forth, it was a perfect time to get everything together.
Yes.
Because everyone's at home. And I thought to myself, I'm just going to run with the energy right now. Do you understand?
Right. Yeah.
It's worked out lovely. As you say, as they say, man, you know, God, the universe works in mysterious ways, bro.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Man. Well, I've taken it in. I'm an album person, so I got to sit with it for a few days, But you know what I mean. So give me time to do that, But I'm liking what I'm hearing. Production wise, like that's the first thing I want to explore with you about the album, because the sound for the most part, is very soulful. And it's soulful to the point of almost being gospel-y, well, blatantly being gospel-y at certain points. It pushes that barrier. Was that a deliberate choice, or was it just happening like that?
Yeah, definitely, because I grew up in the church. So the gospel element of my growth, of my journey, is part of my musicality.
Right.
You know, I learned how to play the drums first in church. The first time I saw someone play an organ in front of me to a professional standard was in church. First time I saw singing to a professional standard was in church. A lot of my musical background comes from church, bro. You know, so that's always going to be carried with me. And I feel like when people sing for a higher purpose, like God, it brings about a very open and a very vulnerable and a very perfectionist type of perfectionist on one hand, but natural perfectionism. You know what I'm saying? Where it allows you to just reach your highest potential of that talent. And that's what, even if you're not Christian, you can hear that within gospel choirs. Do you get what I'm saying?
Trust.
You know? So it's the same thing with choirs in Africa and stuff like that as well. You know, that are not necessarily Christian, but they're singing for a higher cause.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? So there's something that enables your talent and your energy to surge through and touch someone's directly at their core when you sing for that higher power. So it's a very poignant and beneficial way of touching people when you use that. When I use that in my music, do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I got that vibe like from it, and even some of the subjects that you're touching on. Obviously, some of this music has been written in the last 6 weeks, because you know what I'm saying. Obviously, the subjects deal with isolation and them kind of things. There, let's talk about this first of all. This ISO intro,
It
kind of, because I like it, because after obviously, you know, the introduction, it kind of brings you into the world of the album, so to speak. So like, where was that coming from, this ISO intro business?
So basically the album starts with Boris Johnson's monologue to the nation about staying in, about the rules and regulations around the isolation. And then I come in, you know, I need more for my culture, more than just fun. I need rappers to talk more than just guns. I need a better world for my daughter and son. God don't like ugly, I'm more than handsome. So I just wanted to kind of, in a free flowing way, just put together some of my random thoughts, you know, random present day and reflective thoughts around kind of where I am in my mind and where I think things should be. And, you know, that's kind of how I chose to approach it.
Well, from that perspective now, like, let's give us the idea of what your perspective is on this recent period, COVID-19, isolation, like the news, national and international. Where are you at with it?
Do you know what? I don't really watch TV, so I don't watch the news. I've not been a regular consumer of TV since about 2004, 5. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really watch TV or the news like that. But whenever I go on YouTube, I pick and choose what I want to watch and take in. And it just feels like a very skeptical, experience period environment that we're going through at the moment. You have to pick and choose. You have to be very much a critical thinker right now. Critical thinking is very important right now, meaning you have to criticize everything that you're consuming and question everything, and just be mindful of how you're consuming, the way you're consuming. For instance, you got a lot of people like that are my mum's age that are very stuck to the TV and they're very anxious about what's going on. Whereas myself, I feel like throughout my spiritual journey and my kind of journey of education, I feel like I've been prepared for a moment like this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I've learned so much things about the world, so much things about my body, my mind, and you know, I question everything as well. So something like this to me, I've expected it to come for a very long time. It's almost like, okay, we're here now. Like, for real. Is this it? Okay, man's ready. Like, do you get what I'm saying?
Most def.
Yeah.
Most def. In that respect now, because obviously it's isolation. So what have you been doing to make the most of being isolated?
Yeah, I've been very creative, obviously, because the album's out. So I've been in my creative mode.
Yeah,
I've been producing a lot.
Yeah,
I've been reflecting a lot. I've been doing a lot of tidying up, internally and in my place as well. You know, the other day I took a pill the other day, man, a wash-up pill, and I haven't taken a wash-up pill. I had a colon cleanse for a minute. I'm not even gonna lie. I've just been so on the go in this capitalistic system. Sometimes you don't have a chance to look after yourself the way you want to. My consumption, my diet's always cool, but I haven't had a chance to clean the system too much. So I took the time out to do that 2 days ago. I've been up in my fruit game, and yeah, man, just spending a lot of time by myself, man, which has been excellent.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I've
been training as well. Doing a lot of training.
Okay.
Reading a bit more, and what else have I been doing? Training, reading, and it's gone now. Passing thought, it's gone. But yeah, those are the things that I've been doing.
Yeah, same here still. Other than the training, we're gonna start that tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I'm on a 30-day juice fast as well.
Okay.
So juices and smoothies and them thing there. You know what I'm saying? Right about now. So we give thanks. But yeah, you're right. You know, the body needs to be kept healthy. And when we've been sending out the information, inviting people to come on for these conversations, we've been using this phrase like greetings in these challenging but opportune times. Yeah. We have to look at the opportunities that are in the times that we're in, because every challenge presents an opportunity. So I give thanks. And you're definitely demonstrating that by releasing this album at this moment in time. You know what I'm saying? But the way you've released it is very interesting. Yeah, so I want to speak about this because in the sense of the fact that an artist of your caliber, coming from where you're coming from, yeah, would have avenues, especially in this digital space, open to you on Apple and Spotify, and all of these places, yeah. And it would seem that Bandcamp is a bit like under the radar, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Am I wrong in thinking that?
Definitely,
100%. You know so but it's like I know for a lot of quote unquote underground artists, yeah, people, they like Bandcamp because apparently the margins are more beneficial, yeah. Apparently, right? I've heard this, yeah. But like for yourself, why Bandcamp? Like, why was that the right move for you?
It's more financially beneficial, as you said, you know, to me. You know, with Spotify, Amazon, Apple Music, Deezer, Tidal, you know, the percentage that you're earning per stream is not really great.
Right.
And you know, with Bandcamp, you're able, first of all, with Bandcamp, your fan base or anyone that's following you can pay as much as they want for your product. So I've had people that have put stuff on Bandcamp and one song, and people have paid £50 for that song.
Right.
It's a very connective, direct to consumer kind of, you know, relationship that you have.
Yes,
so I think it's for people that really appreciate music and are traditionalists. You get what I'm saying? I've spoken to a good few people since I put this out that have said to me, which I didn't even know people still kind of stick to, but a lot of people still stick to CD. A lot of people are still like on the CD thing. Because I'm in the music business, and we have to move with the times. I'm almost looking at them like I'm like the Nintendo Switch, and they're like the NES, the Nintendo Entertainment System. They're still using an old model to consume their music. Nothing wrong with it. But I'm just saying, you know, being part of the music industry causes you to move fast-pacedly. And you know, whenever you come across people that are using the old modeling system, it's almost like, right, you're out of date. But you know, it's convenient for them. That's what's convenient for them, and there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it too. I'm just sharing in it. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Love to everybody in the chat right about now. That's joining us live via YouTube. If you're watching on the Facebook, come over to the YouTube and join us, because this is where the interaction is taking place. So big up Planter Johnson, Melanated Goddess over there in the US of A. Fred Cole, Miss Amelia regular inside. And events from Birmingham Strong. Birmingham Strong is in the building. Big up to the Birmingham crew. Common Sense, Miss Amelia, give thanks for your super chat, my sister. You done know, supporting that gotkushTV love. BK, big up yourself. LOS, big up yourself, and everybody else in the chat, big up yourself. Thank you for joining us. Make sure you click the link as you come through. Sorry, click the like button, as you come through, and share the link far and wide. Make them know that we got Swiss from the legendary Soul Solid crew. Yeah, right now, live, kings and queens. Yeah, it's not often, it's not regular. So make sure people them know. All right.
Thank you. I want to thank everyone for taking their time out to be with us right now as well. Thank you.
Yes, family. Yes, family. So give thanks to everybody. Yeah. So really, my brother Swiss. Yeah. So like when it comes to this album now, like Isolation and
music.
Yeah. Now, obviously, that weren't the original title.
It wasn't, exactly. I didn't have a title for it. I didn't have a title.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't have a title, man. But as I said, the universe works in mysterious ways.
Yes.
And I just feel like everything's clicked together.
Right.
My first album is called Pain and Music.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So to keep with the theme, I called this one Isolation and Music, because of the time that we're in right now. And I just felt like it was a good way to brand the album and bring it into existence,
So the first album was 2006, yeah?
Yeah.
The next EP was what, 2016? 2017?
So basically, I put out the album 2006, then I put out a mixtape that same year.
Right.
Yeah, called The Real Mixtape.
Yes.
And that was basically part of the radio tours that I'd done in promoting the album.
Right.
I threw that all together, put it out called The Real Mixtape. Because basically, that album that I put out was meant to be a mixtape.
Right.
It was original songs.
Right.
I kind of was calling it a mixtape.
Yeah.
By the time we packaged it, we was like, no, this is an album. You get me?
Right.
So I was like, that's the album that I put out, and this is the real mixtape.
Right.
That's why I called it The Real Mixtape.
Yes.
And then since then, what happened was, after the Soul Solid period, what we went through with the government on our tails, because we were quite the most prominent crew in the industry from the genre of music that we came from at the time, coming from the street and coming from, the community. What am I saying? Hold on. I almost lost my train of thought. Because we was a prominent crew.
Yes.
And what we went through, the journey we went through, being scapegoated by the media for a lot of the violence that was happening around our scene and our industry in the clubs and stuff like that. It was we was used as scapegoats as the reason why certain of the violence was happening. Soul Solid was the face they were putting forward.
Definitely.
Because everyone was we were recognizable to everyone. We were black faces that were recognizable to the nation. So it was easy to push us forward in that way. Yes. And then after that, I felt spiritually weak, bro. You get me? After that whole period, because remember, even now when I speak to artists, being in the music industry is a very isolating experience because no one knows what you're going through except you and the people that are part of the industry. And it's almost like you don't want to talk about the lower end, the low experiences of what you go through, because it presents a very dark picture to the people that see it as glossy. You know what I'm saying? So it's a very isolating experience in that way. So after that period that we went through, being scapegoated, I felt very low spiritually. So I went on a kind of conscious journey after that point, where I took myself away from the industry. And that was what that blank period was about. I had been working on my second album and would have had it finished. Because remember, Pain and Music came out in 2006. 2007, my album was almost finished. You understand? But what we went through, I was like, you know what, I'm cutting. You get me? And then I kind of went on my conscious and spiritual journey. And I guess what you're hearing now throughout this album and the person that I've become now is the flowering of that journey, if you like. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Well, you got to go on your personal ones, bro, and I give facts because I definitely feel that in the album. It's a very mature album, innit? In terms of the subjects that you're dealing with, in terms of how you're approaching them. And we're going to touch on a couple of the tracks in a second, but I do wanna explore something, yeah, from a different angle in terms of what you just said a minute ago. I remember a line, yeah, from Black Twang, yeah, where he says, and I forget the name of the song, but there's a line where he says he's talking about the industry and how the government and the powers that be, so called, have related to black music, and he says they made so solid scapegoats for what they wrote, yeah, and that was an interesting moment for me because of the fact that back in the day, yeah, like UK hip hop and UK garage were like opposites, yeah, as far as MCs go, right? You see what I'm saying? And there seemed to be a bit of from the MC perspective, there seemed to be a bit of a dividing line, yeah. But then I've got a theory, yeah, about the birth of grime, yeah, that a lot of people don't seem to tap into, yeah. And I think that there are two things that people don't often reference that I think were very influential in terms of the development of grime. One of them is when yourself and Asher D, coming from So Solid Crew, started to jump on hip hop rhythms and get played on 279, respected hip hop, right? I think that's a fact, yeah.
100%, bro.
I've never heard anyone say
100%.
Right? That's the first thing. The second thing was when Kalashnikov came out, because he was a rapper. But all of the man them that was listening to the grime MCs were listening to Kalashnikov too. That wasn't normal, yeah. It was a shift in the vibration for me. You know what I'm saying, yeah. And so obviously, when Black Twang said that on the album, it made me know that a lot of the UK hip hop MCs were actually really paying attention to what he was going through. Give me your perspective on what I've just said. Let me know if I'm chatting foolishness. Or what?
So first of all, with the Asher D and the Swiss thing, it's funny because it links to my my album tour. So when I went on tour with my album, promoting my album, and I done all those freestyles that went on the real mixtape.
Yes,
I just ventured out as a rapper.
Yes,
and because I was listening to a lot of US hip hop at the time, that's what was the big thing: going on radio and freestyling and showing and proving yourself. You get what I'm saying? So that's where that energy kind of came from for me. If I didn't do that, I almost went solidified. And we wasn't readily or easily accepted by the UK hip hop scene because a lot of them saw garage as fruity. You get me? A lot of them saw it as like, what the fuck? What's this like? So fruity, you know, no kind of no standing within the tenets of hip hop lyricism and what you're supposed to stick to. When you are a lyricist or a mic man, do you understand? They kind of saw it as very bubbly, very fruity, very. But the thing that garage had over hip hop in that sense is that we had the clubs on fire.
Lockdown.
We had the clubs on fire, bro. Do you understand? And it's still the same thing till today. That rave culture still carries through. But just going back to the radio thing, with me and Asher. So after I done that radio tour, Asher hopped on with me. After I done the round table. Because again, we were the first garage MCs to step into the hip hop field, and cross over from garage to hip hop and show that we could spit with the hip hop guys. And if not, and if anything, we could spit better. You know what I'm saying? Because we were sitting in different pockets. We weren't just doing your normal. You understand? We were sitting in some different pockets, bro, and that was because we were mixing the garage with the hip hop. And fusing that together, and we're able to do the double time. You get what I'm saying? Kind of what Big Pun was doing at the time, kind of a bit of what Bone Thugs were doing, but more Big Pun, because Big Pun wasn't going on double time beats. He was on normal hip hop beats, but very like, you know what I'm saying? And that's kind of what we brought to the table. So yeah, I agree with you. And a lot of people do not recognize that pivotal transition. Of a garage MC crews stepping into hip hop and being able to punch with the hip hop man them, and being the first from garage to do that. I know that there is Unknown MC and Pied Piper that were part of a big hip hop group previously. I'm talking about that modern day generation, that were going from hip hop grime garage into hip hop. So I agree with you on that. Very pivotal. And at the time, I was even trying to convince 279 that he should be playing Kano. I remember one time I went to 279, and 279 is my guy. He supported me from day one. You know, we're on Got Kush. We're going to be factual. We're going to be real.
What's that?
I was on 279 show one time and I said to him, bro, have you heard Kano's album? Kano's album, you know, fam. Like, you play, like, he was kind of doing the dinosaur thing, like, no, we don't play Grime over here, and whatever. I was like, you lot are missing the point, like, kind of. And then obviously now you got man like Shorty Blitz that made that transition early, that started playing the Grime from early on Kiss 100. Do you understand? And as you see now, a lot of the Grime men are dominating the hip hop scene.
Yes.
You got
it's reality, fam. It's reality, like, and I remember them thinking. I remember, and I can't remember the name of this song, but you and Asher just went and blitzed the song like completely, And 279 said after you played the song, he said, "Listen, you lot in the hip hop community, better start coming strong enough because these men are gonna come and take over the thing." I remember saying this, and I can't remember the name of the song, but it was mad like that, and I feel like. I even checked it out, but I heard Westwood was getting some heat on land the other day, But having said that, them times there, Westwood weren't playing you man either. Like Westwood, Westwood wasn't even playing UK hip hop, let alone Grime, right? You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of you, like, because I got like in school, I never used to listen to Westwood, didn't it? I was boycotting, right? But a lot of the man them that were listening to Westwood, they didn't know about a lot of the UK hip hop MCs because man weren't playing them and they weren't listening to 279. You know what I'm saying? So like the fact that you went, we got some history here in the sense that you went to 279 and said to him, you got to be playing Kano, my G. You know what I'm saying? Very, very important. That was most important. So thank you for sharing that, bro.
You're welcome, man. You're welcome because Kano is like one of the branches from like lyrically. And like in terms of sitting in certain pockets, he comes from one of the branches of Soul Solid. When I listen to him, I can hear it. A lot of people may not be able to, but he wouldn't be spitting like that unless Asher was doing it first. Do you get what I'm saying? A lot of people can't see that correlation, but as a lyricist, MC, and someone that's very aware of the history, I see what's going on.
Well, family, he did say he might just Mega Man with it still, so. You get
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody has to acknowledge what Soul Solid Crew did. Do you know what I'm saying? And I think that you were instrumental in a sense keeping Soul Solid relevant to a younger generation that just come, like the Grime generation, if that makes sense. That was making the Grime. You know what I'm saying? We all knew, but then when it came to that point in time, we was listening to Dizzy. Right, you know what I'm saying, and Kano and them, and I feel like you kept, Soul Solid in the hearts and the minds of us all with this song that we call "Cry," which is an anthem, like for all. Like if you never did anything else, bro, like you know what I'm saying, that song is an actual anthem. You know what I'm saying? Like give thanks for that. Let's get into a couple of these tracks, and then we're gonna jump into the audience and let them come true. Yeah, now. Obviously, listening to this album, obviously, I want to say big up to my sister in Live Soul. I gotta do that. You know what I'm saying? My sister in Live Soul, My favorite track at the moment, There's a few that might challenge it, but my favorite track at the moment is Guided,
Guided,
And I love the spirit of it. As you were saying before, I mean, a lot of people they differentiate like consciousness from Christianity, but the spirit is a spirit, bro. And like when you hear a good Aretha Franklin. You can't help but be moved, innit? So let's just give us the science behind this tune, Guided, right here.
So Guided, Guided is basically, narrating my spiritual journey, and also my cultural journey. So my spiritual journey, my cultural journey from being in a Jamaican household. I don't know, man. There's so many interwoven themes that run through that song, man. So much that runs through it. But it's basically just saying, look, man, I'm not part of any religious sect. I'm not part of any spiritual sect. But I have taken from many spiritual and religious sects, and I'm the evolution of that retrieval of those, experiences, journeys, information, concepts, ideas. And I guess this tune is kind of just sharing that idea with you of my journey of putting all of that experience and information together. And then obviously you got the backdrop of the Christian vocal on the beat, which kind of just puts it within a certain religious context. You know what I'm saying? So that I'm able to bring a joyful message of spiritual evolution. You know what I'm saying? Within that song.
Yeah.
So I'm basically just saying, look, man, I'm not part of any religion, but I'm still connected.
Yeah, fam.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm spiritually connected to the Creator. I'm spiritually connected to my ancestors.
Yeah,
I'm
fam.
spiritually connected to my higher self, you know, and that's all I need. You get me? That is all I need to be in my religion, so to speak.
Sir.
You understand? So
I love it.
Personal experience, you know, life. Sorry to cut you, bro. But the journey we call life and your human self is a very personal experience. As much as it's a group experience, we're part of a conscious community. We're part of a family. We're part of a certain area of your city that you're from or nation. This experience is very personal at the same time as well. And you have to make your own decisions based on your own experiences. You can't always go with the group all the time, you know? Don't get me wrong. You are what's the word I'm looking for? You are a citizen to the groups that you're part of, and you have, you know, certain emotional or intellectual or spiritual contracts with the group that you're part of. But this is also a very personal journey as well. Do you understand? And you've got to definitely use your own autonomy to move through this experience we call life. I hope I'm not talking to.
Fam. Fam. We got it, fam. Don't feel like I'm not listening. I just got some buttons to press around here certain times.
Yeah. I'm tuning in. Be autonomous within your journey through life, man, as well. And I guess I guess this song is a testament to that.
Yeah, no, most def. And having said that, because you picked the perfect voice to accompany you. So this share the beauty of Sister Live Soul with the massive. Why Live Soul? How did you get to Live Soul?
I got some like house and garage songs with Liv. And when I've worked with Liv, she's always said like, cool, but that's not really my thing. You get me? My thing is really more soul.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously with soul hip hop, you know, for our generation. So when I had this she got such a beautiful healing voice, bro. Like Liv's voice is so healing. You can just hear her sing and it's like it fixes you internally. You get me? And because her voice is so beautiful in that sense and so raw and beautiful, I use her as much as I can with certain songs because she's one of those special singers that's able to hit you at your core.
Yeah.
You know? So so that's why I used her on this record, man. Guys.
Like sis, Live Soul. If you're locked in here, we're gonna open up the line in a sec. So feel free to join us. Yeah, we'd love to hear your voice.
Yeah, definitely.
On gotkushTV, and yeah, man, you're on the list today. Cause we got to holler at you for a wordsmith still. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, bro. So going through a couple more of these tracks here. Now the interesting one that I came across here was this thing. Well, first of all, I love Courage. Yeah. Big tune, right? Major tune, right? But this tune Fall Down, yeah. Now it's a very interesting like subject matter, and I would tell you what I got from it, but I don't even want to spoil. You know,
don't spoil it. It's like you don't want to give any spoiler. You gotta buy the album. They gotta buy the album to get the story.
You have to. But what you dealt with here, that maybe. I don't know if it's the subject or the angle that you approached it from was unique to me. You know what I'm saying? Like in terms of it wasn't just about, you know, we're gonna fall down, but it's actually an actual assessment of, you know what I'm saying? Kind of your personal journey, but it went beyond that. Like I don't know, it's the angle. How you address falling down and getting back up when you fall down was mad. Like I know I'm not even expressing it too articulately right now, but it was unique. So just like give us a brief breakdown, like give the listeners a taste of
fall down. This fall down's about a personal journey, and anyone can relate to being having success in whatever you're doing, and then reaching a point where everything just goes flat for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? And because I come from the bottom of society anyway, I come from you know, what they call the lower class. I'm used to working my way up from the bottom anyway, like we did in the first place. You get me? So you know, I went through certain things where I kind of hit my knees, you know, and that tune's basically about my personal journey of having a certain, you know, reaching a certain height of success, and then you kind of losing that, and then having to deal with that loss, and then, you know, work your way back in, you know. But a lot of people, like I would also say, is that coming from our culture within the specific and narrow kind of a road of hip hop, a lot of people tend to lay their hat on the fact that they make real music. Yeah, there's this whole thing about keeping it real, and that kind of surrounds, you know, being violent, being promiscuous, and doing certain things to make your way through life that may be distasteful to people. But a lot of people don't make vulnerable music. You get me? And there's a difference between making vulnerable music and real music.
Right.
And vulnerable music has a truth to it that cuts through the layers of you as a person, where you can hit someone and be like, you know what? I've been through that before as well. I may not talk about it, but I've actually been through some situations like that. And that's what I tried to do with that song. I tried to be vulnerable and connect with people on a very human level. You get me?
Bro, sorry, I'm gonna pause for a sec here.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of comments in the chat. And we spoke before, we both got some news. And people are posting about it in the chat at the moment. So I think it would be right to address. And I am seeing people post about it online. Some of the more people that I know are closer to him have not. But yeah, I don't know if it would be right to ignore what's in the chat right about now. So apologies, bro. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know if I can just ignore it. You know what I'm saying? With all due respect, it looks like it's out. But yeah, news has obviously come out. Obviously, brother, even Omar has posted about it as well. As in Omar Life. But our good brother, UK hip hop legend, Ty has passed away. I know you knew him. You know what I'm saying? And I met him many times. First heard him again on DJ 279. And so I just want to give you a moment to just give a reflection on Ty, if you will, you know what I mean?
Ty, you know? I always see one of the first times I heard about Ty, because remember you spoke about the separation between the garage world and the hip hop world, and one of the first experiences, this wasn't a personal one, but through my cousin. He's the one with the eyes that sings the 21-second chorus. The one I always say the one with the eyes. The one with the contact lenses.
Yeah.
That sings the 21 seconds chorus.
Yeah.
He told me that he saw Ty somewhere when we were just floating around, you know. Solid were probably going to like community events and stuff like that. And he saw Ty. And Ty turned around to him. And this was a time where there was that friction between the garage and the hip hop world. But Ty turned around to my cousin and said, boy, you lot have done what I've been trying to do for like the last 7 years. How did you like this #1? But the way he passed it off was kind of jokey. Do you know what I'm saying? And very light-hearted and very connective.
Yeah.
Like when I got back that news, I felt good about that because he was one of the first ones from the hip-hop scene to just embrace, man. Like, you got what I'm saying? I'm not hating, or I'm not looking at you lot as the other. Like, I'm gonna give you lot your flowers when I see you. You know? So that was a very positive kind of experience that I got secondhand through Ty. And then other than that, Ty was one of the first UK hip hop rappers that I saw on MTV Base that kind of perked up my eyes and ears. And I thought, oh, this is a bit different. Like, it's different from US, because I was heavy on US them times, like most people, bro. To hear a UK rapper come with his own style, his own identity. Back then, having your own identity was so important. You get me? And because Ty did have his own identity, he stuck out to me. And he's one of the ones that I saw on MTV Base with his glasses on, doing the UK hip hop thing with a UK accent. And I thought, I respect that. Like, do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I like this tune as well. I actually like this tune. So, and then other than that, you know, as I've got older and just, you know, around in the community, I've realized that Ty is very well known in South London. You get what I'm saying? Very well known. Went college with a few older people that I know. Very hands-on in the community and very helpful to the people and causes that he that he feels something about. Do you get what I'm saying? He's a very hands-on person in the community.
Yeah.
So I've kind of grown and learned to respect Ty from an artist level, but a personal level as well. And then other than that, one more thing is that another time when Ty totally shocked me. We're doing our garage thing. We're on TV. We're performing at the Brits. We're doing all that kind of stuff. And then I'm on the same bill as Ty or something, some sort of industry party. And he's the first artist, UK artist, that I saw control, totally have the crowd in his palm, bro. Like literally.
Excellent performer.
I was like, what the?
Excellent performer.
How come I've never seen this guy perform before? I mean, not heard of him, but how come I ain't seen him perform before? He had his MPC on stage.
Yeah.
He had his live band, and he just totally had the crowd in his palm. He made a beat on stage.
Yeah.
And he was just totally in control, bro. So from that, I thought to myself, this guy's not only a rapper or an MC, but he is a conductor. You get me? He's a master. He's a true master of ceremony. Someone that can control the stage. You know. So yeah.
Fam, I just got to take a moment to say, obviously we spoke before we went live, and because it wasn't public and nobody had put out the word yet, we decided we wasn't going to speak about it. It's very difficult to avoid when people are posting it in the chat, and obviously it has gone out online now. I have checked different places. So respect. I just want to send condolences to the family of Brother Ty. Do you know what I'm saying? And the whole hip hop community, his close friends. This is a well-loved man. You know, it's a man that I first heard as a teenager. The first time I heard from Ty was The Tale. It was a sunny afternoon somewhere between April, May, or maybe June. All it is a simple song about how he got some on a random day from some guy. but you know,
and the way I will finesse those type of subjects, boy.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying that, like, it was, like you're saying, it was unique. I had never heard anybody rap like that, so uncomplicated and be so comfortable in that style. You see what I'm saying? And like, and then I grew up to get to know this man because he knows a lot of people that I was around. And you know what I'm saying? There's a few memories I remember. One time, I remember sitting down in Nando's and eating with him after one event we was at somewhere, and we were just randomly with my friends. We were going to eat some food, and I think it was him. And I think he just joined us. Sat down and ate some. You know what I'm saying? We were just chatting about Black history, and I think he recently done Black history's course or something like that. Black history studies course or something like that. And you know what I'm saying? Another time now, we was at a show. My ex used to do backing vocals for him, yeah. So I've seen him perform a number of times, and you're right, he was low key one of the baddest performers like ever, yeah. But one time, another show, this is years later, he must have, doing a tribute to UK hip hop, right? And he played Roots Maneuver, Witness the Fitness, yeah. And I've gone mad in the crowd. I'm at the front rapping all the lyrics.
Great tune.
Right, yeah. And he passed me the mic. So I'm in the crowd now rapping the entire first verse, right? You know what I'm saying? For Roots Maneuver. So that's the kind of person that Ty was. And finally, one of my favorite concerts ever, when he released his EP, Kick, Snare and the Idea, I went to the concert at Jazz Cafe, packed out, one of the baddest concerts I've ever been to. He had a couple artists on the bill, but what stood out to me was Dirty Goods and Akala were on the album, and they featured at the show. Yeah. And again, from what, like, just to add to what you're saying, that's the kind of person that he was. I never saw any hostility from him in relation to his juniors in the culture. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's very, very embracing, always willing to try something new musically. Yeah. His album Upwards is one of my favorite albums just because of where the kind of musical levels that he explored on the album. And that kind of thing. So
can I just touch on one more thing as well? The second album that I was supposed to bring out after Pain and Music, I actually done the intro on that album.
Right.
He produced the intro on that album, whoever he was working with, or whether it was him.
He
sent me a beat, and the beat was cold, bro. The beat was so cold. And I wrote and I recorded it, but obviously that album never came to fruition.
Right.
You understand? But yes, that's another memory I remember. He produced it. He would have produced the intro. Yeah. He would have been the producer that produced the intro on my album if that album ever came out.
Low key, one of the hardest producers in the game, fam. I don't know why he never produced for more people, because he was that good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't realize the extent to which he was actually doing the production himself until later on. I think around the Kick Snare and the Idea times, I realized that he was doing a lot of that production himself, man. Yeah, it's a big loss, man. Very, very big loss.
Yeah, LOYP, man. I usually say, I went from saying rest in peace to LOYP, live on in prosperity. Because I feel like rest in peace kind of focuses on our physical side. But I say like live on in prosperity. And what I mean by that is, you know, is hoping that their spiritual journey after moving out of the physical is a prosperous one. You get me?
Yes, sir.
So I say LOYP, live on in prosperity, Ty. We love you, man. Thank you for your contribution to UK hip hop.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, and you know,
yes, sir.
Journey well, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're gonna have to borrow that one there, LOYP. You know?
Yeah, man. All good, man.
But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. It's been difficult not speaking about that. It's a big loss, you know. And so we give thanks to brothers and sisters for sharing. I'm not sure where you got your info for. We want to send love to the family again. And just know that, you know, we totally respect you and your grieving process. Yeah, man, I'm sure that the community is here for you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, feel free to reach out to those who are close to him. You know what I'm saying? And they'll get in touch with the rest of us and let us know how we can get involved. We've got somebody joining us live. They want to speak to Brother Swiss.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So
I can see, yeah.
So, Mr. Is this the ultra funky one?
Yeah. Sorry, bro. I was desperately trying to get off mute, man. Sorry.
It's all good. It's all good.
Listen, just quickly, let me apologize to. Let me greet Brother Swiss. Let me greet Brother Shakara.
Bless.
The YouTube wasn't working for me. It was buffering, so I missed a lot of the show. But I wanted to jump on just to obviously show my appreciation to Brother Swiss, because obviously I grew up with the music, like from jungle to garage, and then it just morphed into like So Solid just come and took over the raw scene. You know what I mean? It was, I'm not gonna lie, for me, now that I'm just thinking, bro, these guys actually influence lives in a way where it's positive, it's uplifting, and yeah, I just come on to say thank you, basically. I heard someone's passed away, but I didn't catch who it was or what's going on. But obviously the grieving process is always difficult. Do you know what I mean? So obviously respect and blessings to the family and that. But yeah, no, that's it, man. Just Swiss, pick up yourself, my brother. Thank you,
bro, man.
Hey, Ultra, stay there though, yeah. Because we got to settle a score right now, yeah, Ultra. Because you've made some funny statements in the past, right? And I think this is the man to arbitrate this particular beef here that you've caused, yeah, in some of these internet streets. Swiss, Ultra Funky, yeah, is a man who is well known for making the statement, yeah, that 90s garage is superior to 90s hip hop.
Yeah.
What say thee, Swiss? What say thee?
Oh, bro, you know what? I equally love hip hop as much as I do garage, bro. So I'm the wrong person to ask.
I figured you say that. I think that's a very diplomatic answer. You know what I'm saying? Personally, I think
you know what? They're both good for different reasons, man.
Yeah.
That's right.
They both feed the soul in different ways.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's the thing. I'll be honest with you. For me, I remember a lot of garage, didn't even have lyrics. So when you're hearing that shit, it's your soul, and then your body takes control. That there, I don't know. Hip hop was more of a conscious movement. Like it made you think, whereas garage made you feel.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh no.
I hate you, man. And you know what? And you know what? The garage is rooted in Africa. Obviously, it's rooted in the tribal. It's rooted in the tribal. You know, the further back you go, you realize that it goes into Africa. You know, and those remnants of those sounds from Africa are still prevalent in garage and funky house. So you know, it's there, man. It's there. Those frequencies are running through there, bro.
I won't lie to you though. For me, Funky House is like the bastard child of garage. Though I can't.
But listen, yeah. All right, listen to this. Funky House has more abstract and real sounds than garage.
You know what? In fact, Funky House actually takes me closer to Africa. If I'm honest.
There you go. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, it takes me closer to
definitely
to be fair. But I won't lie to you. Obviously, I was born in '83, and like when I hit high school, it was garage, and that sound, it was like a religious experience, bro. It was mad. It was mad.
I love garage. I'm happy to hear that, bro. I'm equally like, I love hip hop as much as I do garage. They both fill me up in different ways, and I'm cool with that.
Yes, King.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think Shakira on that. I think I'm gonna gracefully bow out. Yeah, because garage didn't take an L. You get me? All right, listen, bro. Swiss, Shakira, peace and love.
Take care, man. All right, Kings and Queens, that was Ultra Funky joining us. You can feel free to do the same. The link is in the chat. And if you're watching on Facebook, come over to the YouTube. If you want to speak to Brother Ty, ask a quick. Sorry, Brother Ty. LOIP, man.
Yeah, man.
LOIP, man. It's a major thing, you know, fam. I don't know, like
it is.
It's brother, a major thing.
Yeah? I got something on the hob. One second, let me just take
no problem. Yeah, we don't want to write some piece of bun up. Yeah, family, you can join the conversation. You know what I'm saying? Right now, you can speak to Brother Swiss about his new album, Isolation and Music. You can get it right now.
Yeah.
The Bandcamp Kings and Queens. Make sure you spend the $9.99 or more. Yeah, the $9.99 or more. Yeah, we got Ultra Funky for the super chat. You done know. But yeah, you can come through. Yeah, so click the link in the chat. Yeah, come through with your mic muted. Ask Swiss a question or just show your love, like Ultra Funky just did a minute ago. Now I've got a bit of a weird question here. Swiss, yeah, nigga,
yeah,
is on the album.
It's on the album, yes.
Why?
The reason why nigga's on the album is because I wanted nigga to be part of a project. To be part of a artifact that people can go back to and say,
right,
it's part of this body of work.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So the closest thing to me putting out a project in terms of time wise,
yeah,
is Isolation and Music, because nigga came out in what, 2016?
Yeah.
So the closest thing, apart from the EP I put out, the closest thing to an album, which is what I feel nigga deserves to be a part of,
right,
is Isolation and Music. So I thought to myself, you know what? I'm going to put it on here, even though it's come out before. There's loads of people that don't know that song.
Right.
So I'm just kind of rebirthing it, if you like.
I hear that. Why not God?
Let me drop. Is there any song on there that you feel, any other song on there that you feel might have been made before that time period of 2016?
Definitely. Everything after, like this. Sorry, everything between Like This, and WCF.
Okay, everything between Like This and WCF was made before 2017.
No, about 2017. But I thought you meant before this period. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe not Swerve. Yeah. But maybe you get me. But yeah.
So all right then, cool. So WCF is for people that don't know, is an acronym for weddings, christenings, and funerals. I don't know. Are we gonna get into that? Shall I speak about that now?
Speak about it, bro. Speak about it.
So WCF is acronym for weddings, christenings, and funerals.
Yeah.
And that was literally made the other day. That's the last tune I made on the album.
Yeah.
Computer Love was made within the last 6 months.
Okay.
Swerve was made within the last 4 months.
Yeah.
Like This. I'm not gonna run down all the tunes, but what I was trying to say was is that there's one particular tune on the album that was made in 2007. Do you think you know what tune?
Wow. I'm about to listen to it again. But that does make sense. And I know that I know how them ones go, cause like I ain't had a studio in my house or anything to produce for a while up until recently. And I've got concepts from 2006 that I still want to do something with, right? You know what I'm saying? Exactly. You know the ones there, like, all right, let me see. Now I'm Slang Ebonics.
Slang Ebonics, that was made within the last 4 months. Last 4 or 5 months.
Okay. All right.
But what's your grind like with Lee Ryan?
Okay.
What's your grind like?
I wouldn't have guessed that. I would not have guessed that.
So that tune is basically a tune about a person that is working a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
But actually is struggling between whether they still want to stay in the 9 to 5 job or follow their dreams. You get me? There's a very relatable song. Right. That song was made in 2007 with Lee Ryan, the guy from the boy band Blue. For those that are from the UK and know, but there's a worldwide group as well. But that was made in 2007, bro, and that's a conceptual tune. That's not that's a fictional tune.
Nah, it's one of my favorites actually. I think the way you address the grind thing, like people do the grind thing all the while, innit? But I think you put a unique spin on it. Yeah. And I like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Another tune that I'm loving, is the Christine tune. Mad. Yes. But we're gonna get to that in a sec. We're gonna get to that in a sec because we've got a couple people on the line. Big up Freddie.
Yeah, man. Big up, brothers, man. Trust me, Swiss man. You're a ledge. You get me? Trust me. I have to just say that for the whole crew, man. Especially Soul Solid. Like even up to 2 years ago, I was going festivals, still raving in the tent to them, man. You know what I mean? You're still carrying the vibes and
still
the energy you got. Yeah, especially the energy you got, bro. I love that it looks like the growth that you've made in your life, man. I love it, man. And just the positive energy you're pushing out. I've always liked it from Cry, you know what I mean, fam? Yeah. So I just wanted to say that still.
Thank you, brother. Thank you very much.
Big up. They done.
Yes, big up, man. I also wanted to show love, man, and I want to ask what you saying you got an album? Is it out now or is it coming out
now? Are you on Instagram?
I'm on Instagram. Is that where I can find it?
Yeah, basically it's in the link. You can just type it in. If you type into Google isolation and music, but music is spelled with a Z-I-Q instead of S-I-I-C. It's a Z-I-Q, and type Swiss next to it. Yeah, in your in your whatever gets pulled up, what do they call it? In your your internet search, you will see a link for the album there, and you can just buy
Isolation and Music Swiss, Swiss World Bank. That's the one.
There you go. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, man, love for the thing, love for making what you lot made and transforming music, bruv. Like up the levels and all that. Jeez, bro. Yo, that's the vibes, man. That's the vibes, bro.
Thank you, bro.
I wish you lot got back together and done a whole next thing, fam.
Yeah, you never know, man. We did have a concert the other day at the O2 Kentish Forum where we celebrated 21 years of Soul Solid. So
is it?
Yeah, man, that was a bad concert, bro. You missed out, man. Live band and everything.
Yeah, that must have been jumpy, man.
It was sick. It was sick.
Was it shot?
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, do you know what? It's been shot, so it's coming out. It's coming out.
I can't wait for that. I'm gonna love that. All right, bless, man.
Speaking of shot, like, are you doing any videos for these tunes, bro? I feel like Guidance deserves a video.
Guidance definitely needs a video.
Right,
needs a really nice video, and Courage needs a really nice video.
I hear that, but I feel like Swerve needs one as well, bro.
Yeah, Swerve needs blood. Like with this album, as I said, this is, I don't know if I mentioned this, but this is a soft release,
right?
Yeah, so it's a soft release that I've done, which is to the direct consumer that knows that is following me at this stage of my career, of my music career. So I've done a soft release for those individuals. And then I'll do another push where it's more of a harder release that will be coming up within probably the next month or so. And I'm going to do something special for that as well. And then from that, up until the end of the year, I'm going to be pushing this album, bro. This is something that is substance and it's weighty and it deserves a proper rollout. So I'm going to give it towards the end of the year to roll this thing out properly, especially because of the situation that we're in at the moment. You get me?
Most def. No, it deserves it. You know what I'm saying? Freddie, they done. I'm gonna free up the space here, but if you got a last word for Swiss, feel free to drop it now.
Yeah, thank you for
man.
having me on. Thank you for the music you gave us, man. Thank
You're
you for the
welcome, man.
vibes you gave us.
Let's
Peace
go.
and blessings, respect, man. Always.
Make sure you
Big
look
up
by the
Swiss, big
album.
up Chakra,
The album, yeah.
Yeah, all of that,
100%.
man.
I was gonna deal with that.
Thank you, man.
Thousand, bro, man. I want to hear some good music. And the one thing is, you can't complain that there's no one doing no conscious music or no music that represents us, and then you don't go and support it. That's the swag bit. That's the shit bit I don't like. You get me? You're pressuring the youth them, but when they want to sell you a CD, you don't want to buy it.
Yeah,
that's pants.
Yeah.
You got
That's exactly what I was gonna say as well, man. I agree with that. Like, I like how you said in the beginning you're trying to do more useful music, not all that. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot you, like, but we heard all of that, man. You know what I mean, brother? I'm loving it, man.
Thank you, man.
Big up to the man there. Big up to the man there. Family, you could do the same. Yeah. Big up to Black Estate in the chat. You done know. Big up to Conan Lee, Ricky Pinnock. We're gonna be on live with Swiss for about another 25 minutes. So if you wanna come on, show your love, ask a question, you better come true soon or forever hold your peace. Come true soon or forever hold your peace. You got a line on one of these tunes, yeah. I believe it's gonna be all right, yeah. Where you say I took my son out of school before Boris did. Yeah, break it down, bro.
Yeah, man, like as I said, man, I'm prepared for stuff like this. So whenever I see something, I can just feel it in my mind, body, and spirit. Like something's not right here. So as soon as I felt like the government was moving funny, I drawed my son out of school, bro. You get me? And it was the Monday. I drawed him out the Monday of that week, yeah. And it was on that Friday of that week that Boris shut down the schools. So I basically put my son out of school 4 days before he actually announced it.
Right.
So I gave the opportunity for people to be privy to that decision that I made on that song. You get what I'm saying? Yeah,
mad. Okay, I was wondering, what exactly did you mean? Literally before the isolation, or you mean like? Because I was thinking a number of different things. I was wondering if you talk about homeschooling.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, true.
Yeah,
no,
like,
I don't homeschool my son, but I drawed him out of school before Boris did in relation to this whole COVID-19 situation and the isolation. I knew that the government was moving funny. So I said, you know what? I'm protecting what's mine. You know what I mean? I'm protecting me and my family. So, you know, I'm not waiting for him to tell me what to do. I'm taking him out of school, man.
Yeah, most def. Let me ask you a broader question, yeah? UK black music, you get me? Grime, hip-hop. What's your perspective on where the industry is at the moment?
I would definitely tell people to buy this.
Yeah.
Buy this book here.
Yeah, respect.
British Black History.
Yeah.
Black influences on British culture from 1948 to 2016.
Definitely.
So make sure you get that book.
Yeah. There's a good chapter. Sorry, I was going to mention it before, you know, and I forgot. Thank you for bringing it because I don't have my copy on me. But when we was having the garage conversation, there's an excellent chapter in the book here. On the history of grime, garage, to grime, from garage to grime. I've used it with my students in Saturday schools and homeschoolers networks. It's excellent, and it was trust me, I was able to play them Miss Dynamite and Wookie, and you know what I'm saying, like as they were in their lesson, it was mad. Beautiful. Yes, it is Robin Walker, but it's written by Robin Walker and a number of Robin Walker's students.
Robin Walker, Vanika Marshall, Paula Perry, and Anthony Vaughan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
big up, big.
And we need these. We need these in our houses. We need these in our schools. We need to commit these things to memory. You know, it needs to be a cultural tradition to be teaching our children our British Black history. You understand? Yeah.
So what's your perspective on our music right now? What's on the scene? What do you think about? The culture.
Yeah. Oh man, it's beautiful, man. No, it's beautiful in one sense because everyone's a lot more independent.
Yeah,
I'm basically seeing the flowering of some of the seeds that So Solid were able to plant.
Yes, sir.
You know, whereby artists now are making a lot of money for themselves, and being able to feed, sustain, and maintain their families off of our culture. So that's one good thing about it. Yeah, and then obviously on the other hand, you've got the violence that kind of comes through music, but it's not only music as well anyway. So I don't want to focus too much on that and say you know, this is what's good about it and this is what's bad about it.
Yeah.
You know, because there's always good and bad in everything, bro. I've been part of the conscious community for a while. There's some good and bad in the conscious community too.
Well, Steph King. I was born in it. I know.
Exactly. So at the end of the day, there's good and bad in all things, and that's just human nature. And you know, if you're gonna point the finger, remember there's always 3 fingers pointing back at you. 1, 2, 3. You know what I'm saying? But you always have to take self-responsibility for the things that a generation coming under you are doing. Because mostly they're either learning from you, or they are a result of the lack of your input.
Definitely. No, I totally agree with that. And I feel like at the moment it's beautiful because of the technological advancements and how people are able to put out their music at the moment. So I feel like I was having a conversation with somebody the other day, and they were saying that, you know, when we're talking about black music here, we only seem to talk about drill nowadays, yeah. And this is no disrespect to the drill man them, yeah, cause some of the music I love, yeah, like from a music perspective.
The drill beats are hard, bro.
Hard, you can't deny that. Like, the spirit is there, innit? The spirit is there, yeah. Wherever we think about what they're saying, the energy and the creativity is there, innit? But at the same time, not every young artist is making drill. Like, that's a reality, fam. Like, not every young artist is making drill, innit? So I feel like we've got to be a bit more, you know, broaden our perspective a little piece more to see that, you know, what is actually being made by the younger generation out here right now as far as music is concerned. So who are you listening to?
That's a good question.
And I don't necessarily mean new. It could be old.
Yeah, you know what? I'm staying abreast of anything that catches my eye. To be honest, I was listening to a bit of Avellino the other day.
Yeah.
He's part of you know, the stable from Wretch.
Yep.
I think he's a really good lyricist.
Yep.
Who else am I listening to? My brethren Dex Blissitt just brought out a tune called Bruce Wayne with Wiley. That's really good. He made Pow since we've been talking about grime. I listened to JoJo's new album. She's a white female artist from America that had some trouble in her career being signed and stuff like that. Very good singer. She recently brought out an album, so I listened to that recently. And she's got a really good song with JP Morgan. JP Morgan.
I don't know. Yeah. When I hear JP Morgan, I'm thinking of a bike.
He's a really good artist from America. Live instrument artist. He plays the piano.
Okay.
She's got a really good song with him. The name misses me at the moment, but it's a bad tune. I'm sure if you're, you know, on your neo soul vibe, you know about it. Yeah.
All right. Cool.
So yeah. So her yeah, just kind of. I'm not listening to anyone specifically. I'm kind of drawn to whatever
comes up,
you know, is about kind of thing.
Right, hear that. Have you? In fact, let me ask you that afterwards. Nat and Stella B.
Yes.
Yo, Nat and Stella B. Stop hugging up. Stop hugging up, man. You get me? You have to stop hugging up certain time, you know, when you come online. I'm hearing they're rustling in the background. I know you're the power couple, yeah, but come on, man.
These two are always together, innit? They're like,
but yeah, that time, Shakara.
They got that.
We are always together. It's true. We're always big. Apart from the toilet, where that's the only place.
Yeah.
But yeah,
first and foremost, have to like big up Ty. Yeah, that's that one. This one's cutting deep. I grew up on Ty's estate, and I think we've all got stories of Ty. Like, you know, Shakara, you have this energy where you just go up to somebody you know is a legend, and you just want to share your work with them. And that's what I did with Ty. And Ty was like, you know what, you're so talented, and it makes you feel so boosted that you want to just get on. And I know that he hit that hip-hop ego in him wasn't like that. It was like, I'm bigging up everyone.
Right. Nat, like, you're cutting out a bit, Nat. You're cutting out a bit. Yeah, you're going in and out, innit? So stand on the roof.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, Ty, big shout out to Ty, man, because that's a pillar. And I want to connect that to you both kings right now on gotkushTV. Like, Swiss, the latest project you've dropped, you listened to a few tracks, and yeah, this is what it's about, man. This is what it's about uplifting the people. It's the ancient essence of the art that you're tapping into, that Ty tapped into. Shakara, you already know, but yeah, like, so big up to you. Big up for continuing to put out the messages that really uplift the people and make something out of life.
Right.
And addressing serious topics.
That's right. That's it.
That's what
Quality.
Go on, sis.
Quality interview. Enjoyed every minute of it.
Thank you.
Give thanks, family.
And you know what? Every time I see Stella and that, I always get positive vibes and good energy from them. Like every time I see them, bro, I feel filled up. Like I leave feeling filled up. You get what I'm saying? So I just want to thank you two for being such a strong couple. You know, we always tend to look at what's being pushed at us via the media, like Jay-Z's and Beyonce's. But if we don't have our Stellas and that nice, then you know what I'm saying? Then I don't know where I don't know if I'd feel so filled up. You know,
yeah, man. Yeah, man. Big up that nice Stella B. If you want to see more nice Stella B, check out Voyage to Motherland on gotkushTV right about now. Kings and Queens charting their journey through Ghana, through Sierra Leone, through Nigeria. Kings and Queens, Ghana, Sierra Leone, Nigeria. Check it out right now on gotkushTV, and more episodes to be coming soon. Nat Stella, you can stay there, you know, because you know a staple.
Yeah.
So feel free to jam if you want to jam. What's it called? Right, we got a question here, Swiss, in the chat. Says Shakara, I've brought the album. Would you ask Swiss for me, please? What's the best format to download for the best quality?
Yeah, just download it in its highest quality, bro. Just download it in its highest quality. There's various options there. Just choose the highest quality, which would be WAV. WAV.
Yeah.
Or WAV is the highest quality, but I don't know if it's described as WAV or defined as WAV via the.
I think it is. I had to check. Yes, I think it is.
It is, because you bought it, didn't you? Yeah. Just download it as a WAV. Download it as a WAV.
Yeah. So yeah, man. Yeah, give thanks for that one right there. You can ask your questions in as far truly just said randomly scraps and DWE turn up. So yeah, I'm not sure if that was a you know, in relation to something else in the chat, but that's a random one still.
Well, they're sending shots at me. Yeah, they're trying to send shots. They're trying to send shots. Hey, scraps and DWE ready for me.
On that subject, this is old news here, but I gotta ask here. Wiley versus Stormzy. What are you saying?
Stormzy won that, man.
Are you being is that your South London bias speaking?
No, it's not my South London bias. It's not my South London bias. Trust me, it's not. But
I agree with you. Yeah, I agree that Stormzy won it. Right? I agree that Stormzy won it. At the same time, a lot of people were chatting about how Wiley should stop ramming. He's washed up and all this. And I was like, what are you talking about? I didn't think, although I thought that Stormzy won it, I didn't think that what Wiley was putting out was shaggy either.
No.
You get me? So
yeah, I don't get me wrong. Wiley was a bit Stormzy like this. He's like the young one that's like
yeah. That's it. Yeah.
You get me? Wiley's he's staggering a bit, but he's making his way through it. But Wiley did stick to the format of grime, whereas Stormzy went on drill.
Yeah.
So he used these smarts in it to kind of tap into the youth and whatever.
Yeah.
But it was a good back and forth, a good showcasing of UK MC abilities.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they
Are those things always 100%? Are those things always 100% real? Like I always speculate with me and that. I always talk to him. I'm like,
no, that was real. That one I can. Sorry to cut you, sis. Go on.
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say like I do think that particular, not like real. It's not street real. Yeah. But it's music real. You get me?
Right.
But in a sense that they had their issue. Wiley decided to go at Stormzy for whatever reason. He was defending Ed Sheeran or whatever. Do you get what I'm saying? Stormzy got involved, and then Wiley decided to go at Stormzy. But is it genuine? I don't know if it's genuine. Like in a sense that he really dislikes Stormzy or whatever. He's also using it to to gain popularity so that he can drop his album and then it sells loads of copies.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
So
I think he did. I think he did it to test Stormzy as well. Still, I can't lie like that.
Yeah.
All right, next one. Yeah, this Saturday. Yeah, it's Jill Scott versus Erica Badu. Yeah, on the verses. Who you got? Who you got, Swiss? Who you got? You get me?
This is easy. I think this is easy to answer because a lot of these battles, whether it be Teddy Riley Babyface, whether it be Timbaland Swizz, whether it be Hit Boy and Boy Wonder, whether it be Scott Storch, Manny Fresh, I've watched all of them. Neo and the other guy, I can't remember his name. That's the one name I can't remember. I wasn't too aware of him. But it comes down to popularity, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, one way to score it, I wouldn't say it comes down to, but one way to score it is via how popular those tunes were at the time. And I believe that Erica has more popular tunes than Jill does.
I hear you.
Am I in this chat?
Yeah, you are. Golden Rose.
Greetings, everybody. This is the one they call Golden Blue. Loving the stream.
Golden Blue.
Bless up, Swiss. Bless up, Stellana. Bless up, Shakara. Loving
Golden Blue. What are you saying, Golden Blue?
What I'm saying is, you know what it is, yeah? I know Erica did have the popularity, but you know what? She just goes off on a little tangent for me. And when we're talking about music,
but that's why. But that's what makes Erica though, fam. Like, listen, this is a good matchup, yeah. Cause I can't call it. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I can't call this one.
I don't know. Jilly from Philly. Jilly from Philly. Really? Are you there?
I can't call it, fam.
But she is a bit old school now, whereas I think Erica is a bit maybe more contemporary.
To a degree, at the same time, Jill Scott has albums later than Erica Badu does.
Yeah, Jill Scott will make an album every year consistently. So it's like, the output, she's there. I was going to ask actually, Swiss, what do you think about, because you were talking about the state of the scene currently, and I'm always just looking at where are the female MCs with something to say. I'm one who grew up in the conscious community, and aside from the politics of lyrics, there's a lot of current artists that I support for several different reasons, but none of them with anything kind of tangibly political to say. And then when you look at people like Stormzy and Dave, they've come out very recently with something beyond talking about their street life or beyond talking about what girl they want to link or beyond that. And I think that's why I personally rate them so much, because they had more to say than just that typical thing. But when I look at the female MCs that are out there now, let's look at where Lisa Mafia and like people like Lady Dynamite started. Where is the real representation of that today?
You know what, Golden? Sorry. Can I just quickly jump in and just shout out Lioness and Queenie and all these rappers out there?
Very true.
Sorry, can we mention Lioness here? When we mention Lioness here, we just got to take a moment. We're gonna take a moment of silence here. I say, you know what I'm saying? Come on, Lioness. You know, I love Lioness. Anyway, sorry, go on. I'm interrupting for no reason.
Lioness, more recently, I think Lioness and Queenie and Stush and do you know who does do quite conscious socially relevant songs as well? Little Sims.
Yeah. I need to recruit it.
Right. Sorry, go on.
No, she was saying her new tune with Q-Tip. But do you know what my personal opinion is? I feel like, like getting typecasted. When Grime came out,
who's speaking?
Art by Nature _ Art by Nature.
Art by Nature, yeah. Sorry, I was thinking, who's that? Sorry,
yeah. She just took the phone off.
Nah, because you know what? I was in the other room and I could hear the conversation, and I thought, I have to jump on this. I have to jump on.
Right, come true.
No, what it was is that it's like getting typecasted. So when Grime came out, men could throw out the aggression, they could talk the way they're talking, and it's all accepted. When women came out, there was no kind of like personality for them. It was always kind of like flicking their hair, acting sexy, that type of thing. Women got typecasted a lot into this kind of
I agree with that though.
They did, because when Lady Fury came out, she tried the whole aggression and whatever, and it doesn't exactly work. It doesn't stay for long. Who stayed for long?
I think what got Lady Fury out of there is that clash that she had with Shiesty.
But the thing is, in all honesty, right? Even Shiesty's a talented woman, yeah. But who's actually stayed for long? Who can you say has stayed and has actually got a long shelf life?
Well, I can say that the only one, I wouldn't say the only one, but one of the prominent ones from kind of, I wouldn't say that era, but came shortly after, is Leisha. She's made her way up.
Yeah. And the thing about it, go on, sir.
No, go on.
No, but you know why Alicia's managed to do that? Is because she's made a genre for herself. Because no one's singing the lyrics that look outside of when she's talking about clean your panties and you brush your teeth and all of that kind of stuff, right? Yeah. Outside of all of that, she's actually a sick MC. Yeah, if you go onto SBT Live and you watch one of her very first MCs, like she's actually lyrically wicked, but she's made a little genre for herself that no one else is doing, and it's
created a niche for herself.
It's cool. Can
I just say, Lil Sims has been about for longer than people think,
Of course.
Like, she's not new like that.
No, she's not.
And she's been saying bits. She's been saying stuff from day. She's never not been saying stuff. Yeah. So I just want to point that out.
And she's very talented. She plays the guitar. I remember seeing her play the keyboard and performing at the same time.
Yeah, fam. Yeah, fam. And as well, I do want to say that Lioness, I mean, we're waiting for the album because we saw her live in what? October. When was the show Nat 9 Celebi? When was the show there?
Yeah, it was about October, November last year. Yeah.
So she's set to be releasing the album.
October, November last year.
Yeah. And at that time, I think the album was supposed to be coming in December, but it hasn't dropped yet. Yeah, so we're just waiting for that. But as B2 shouts in the comment section, big up to Nole. Yeah, you have to respect.
Big up Nole from Day, but she's from Day.
Yeah. But I also got a shout out Miss Banks. Yeah, you get me. You know what I'm saying? Got a shout out Miss Banks as well. Miss Banks has something to say, I know
Do you
that.
know what it is? I'm really not moved by Miss Banks. I mean, a whole heap of man is shouting out Miss Banks. When I hear what she's got to say, I mean, in terms of her tunes, popularity wise, like in the club wise,
I'm not saying that she's saying it at the moment. I'm just saying that she has got something to say.
I'm not something to say. Yeah. Okay. Maybe everyone's got different strategies sometimes.
Right. You get me. So
you might drop what's popular at one time. Get your popularity up. Get your money up.
Right.
And then like Jay-Z, you get into a certain position, and then you can start saying certain things and making some power moves.
Right.
She's been attending some sessions.
Her mum is
man. No,
her mum's an advocate.
Not UK. This one is not UK, but she's major. Big up to Sampa the Great. Yeah. If you don't know about Sampa,
of course, yeah. But I really talking about UK because
we need
even out of all the women you've mentioned, I don't see any young women coming up with that type of attitude or mentality. And even if it is the attitude that you've got to get your money up and hustle first, it's sad to me that we're in the 21st century and we're not just seeing, a handful of popular young black women speaking on politics just generally.
Do you know what? There's a theory. Sad. There's a theory, that about, I don't know if I want to bring this up right now. Let me leave it.
Go on.
I can't go because it's a rabbit hole.
Just do it.
It's a rabbit hole. I get it. When you're a black man in this time speaking on issues to do with gender, you got to be very careful in this time in the kingdom.
No, I think it's good. I think it's healthy for us to do that. I didn't bring it up for a gender battle.
From a gotkushTV interview. I'm not having it. Yeah. If the brother wants to say it, he's not saying it. You get me, family. We're approaching the closing of our conversation with Brother Swiss. We don't want to jam up his time.
Okay, listen. So, Golden Rose, and what's the other sister's name? Is it Architect something?
Art by Nature.
Art by Nature. Can you please purchase my album, give it a listen, and let me know what you think of it.
Yeah, I will do. Yeah. I will do.
Thank you.
Big up yourself. Oh, Golden Blue.
Yeah.
We just want to send love to you, yeah. Because the anniversary of Baba, you know what I'm saying, was recent as well. You know what I'm saying? So we just want to say the name Baba Adesose Wallace, because I'm saying that name is a serious name, you know what I mean? So you got yourself, you know what I mean?
Love and light, family.
Yeah.
Bless.
All right, love.
Bless.
Bless up yourselves.
Take care. Thank you, man.
Bless up that
Yeah,
nice. Yeah, you can hug up now. Yeah, you can hug up now. Yeah.
I'll give thanks.
Yeah. All right. Yes, Swiss. So big up. Give thanks for joining us, my brother.
Yeah, man. That was lovely, man. Beautiful to connect with the other ones as well. You get me?
Trust me.
And how's Chugstar and Oneness and
they're all blessed. They're all blessed.
Yeah?
They're either listening now or they're gonna listen later. But Amin's in the country, Tugs is in Canada, and one is in Grenada. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you know, but the family is the family, you know.
Yeah,
we're
of
all
course, man.
family for life. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. They said to send their love still in it. I forgot to say that at the beginning.
Thank you.
So big up yourself, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, family. So give thanks. This is gonna be my for at least another week. This is gonna be my listening. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna take it in proper.
Yeah.
If I got more insights or feedback to share with you, I'll share it with you.
Yeah, please do, brother. Please do.
Give thanks. Yeah, give thanks.
Can I? Yeah, go on. Sorry.
Oh no, go on.
I'm just saying. I try my best to give, you know, a good listenable body of work that would, whether you're, as the brother said, whether you're listening in headphones, whether it's, you know, bigger speakers or big sound system, it will sound comfortable to your ears at every level, and it's just musically, professional from an industry standpoint. Do you understand? It can stand against any other album that you listen to from any part of the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah. So that goes with content, narrative, concepts, music, like all the way through. Do you get what I'm saying? That's what I try to do, and I feel like I've done that. So
yes, sir. Well, there's enough that we didn't get into, yeah, and I know that because I've got this vision in my head, yeah, about yourself, Mega, Robin, and some of the man them from the Jazz Warriors, Courtney Pine, Robin Walker, sorry.
Oh, Robin Walker, yeah.
What's it called? Yeah, and some of like Courtney Pine and some of the man them from the Jazz Warriors, because Robin Walker's always got this thing about juxtaposing Jazz Warriors with So Solid and looking at what went on there.
Yeah,
and I think that'll be a good conversation. So hopefully we facilitate that. Obviously we can't get through everything in one night, but we give thanks, bro, for you joining us. Last thing, because just give the listeners or the viewers an idea of where you're going with the album and where they can keep in tune, so that they can keep supporting.
100%. Thank you.
Yeah.
So the best place to find me on the internet, social media, is Instagram. To be honest, bro, I'm thinking of shutting down my Twitter, man. I can't be bothered with Twitter, man. I just
I hear you.
I'm in and out, and I'm just like, you know what? Should I close down my Twitter? So the best place to get me is Instagram, and the handle on that is SwissWorld_. Normal spelling Swiss, SWISS, normal spelling for world, and then underscore at the end. Sorry, one sec. I'm gonna call you back here. Yeah. So yeah, just get me via Instagram. The link for my album is in my bio on Instagram. And that's it, bro. That's it. And then other than that, you know, yeah, most of my information comes through my Instagram. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, you will get most of what I'm doing through there. Whether that's whether that's a performance, dropping new stuff, or just sharing my journey, whatever I'm doing day to day.
And if DJs want to drop here, or a shout out or a soundbite, what they gotta do?
If DJs want to drop, just DM me on Insta.
Yeah,
DM me on Insta, and we'll sort something out.
All right, Swiss, I'm gonna close down the show and play some jingles. Yeah, so feel free to let yourself go. But once again, bro, thank you. We properly appreciate, and I want to thank you personally, you know, bro, because ever since we met, you've always showed love in it.
Oh, thank you, bro, man. Yeah,
and I respect that. You know what I'm saying, and I appreciate it. So I just want to say,
can I say so have you, bro? Every time you're another person that every time I see you, fam, you embrace man with a love that is very brotherly. Do you understand? It's not just like, bro, what's going on, fam? You good? Yeah, no, it's like it's very embracing, and it makes me feel like there's some sort of family connection there, bro. Do you understand? I want to thank you for that, bro.
Yes,
and may we continue as such. You get me?
Most definitely, King. Most definitely. Yes, King. Give thanks, yeah. Feel free to let yourself go, yeah. Yes, King. This has been Swiss King and Queen from the legendary So Solid crew. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I appreciate brothers like that. You know what I'm saying? As a black man, it fills me with joy to be able to relate to black men like brother Swiss. You know what I'm saying? So give thanks for joining us, family. I do want to say to you all, encourage you to get the album. Yeah, it is very good. Yeah, it is very good. But even if you don't listen to it until next week, check out the SoundCloud right now and buy the album. Yeah, buy the album. It is a beautiful listen, and listen deeply to the lyrics, yeah, because Swiss is like one of them wordplay brothers. Like the song Computer Love will give some of you a smile in it. Swiss has low key one of the baddest daily duppies like ever in history in it. And the wordplay is serious. So if you know Swiss, you know like he goes in on the wordplay, but the subject matter and the content is also very serious. Big up to Ultra Funky. Thank you very much for the super chat once again. I do want to send another shout out and love and condolences to the family and friends of brother Tai Chichioke, you know, one of the stalwarts, yeah, of UK black music, UK hip hop. You know, I have a lot of fond memories in relation to Tai and his music. You know, I mean, I don't know, man. Yeah, it's a very, very big loss. A major loss. And for those who know, like I said, Upwards is, you know, one of my favorite albums, you know what I'm saying? And he was an artist who wasn't afraid, wasn't afraid to step out of the box, so to speak, and try something new, try something different, experiment with different styles and flavors. And as a result of that, he is once again low-key one of the baddest producers, in the game. Like a lot of his music, you would be surprised to know the extent to which he self-published, you know, Closer, Awkward, Special Kind of Fool, brilliant album, you know what I'm saying? Kick, Snare and the Idea. That album launch at Jazz Cafe is one of the most memorable concerts I've ever been to. As Swiss was saying, like very few, he had the whole audience in his hand, the whole entire audience in his hand. And it is a major loss. It is a major loss. So I know that there are friends who are reeling right now, and I want to send my love to those people, and once again to his family. And just thank you to Tai for the music that you've left and the love that you've given to people and the artists that you've inspired, you know what I'm saying? And one of them was our guest this evening, Kings and Queens, and he goes by the name of Swiss. We're gonna see a number of artists showing love over the next few days and weeks. I'm sure there will be tributes, you know what I'm saying? But you know, just want to solidify and make it known that Tai is one of my biggest musical inspirations, and I consider it to have been a pleasure to have gotten to know him at least to some level, and to be on a speaking terms with him. You know what I'm saying? It's a brother that he, you know, if we saw each other, we'd know who each other is. And so all of those moments that I was blessed to be able to spend with him, you know, and share with him, I do really, really treasure. Love, Kings and Queens. Tune in next week. Next week, Thursday, we've got Andrew Muhammad. We've got Andrew Muhammad joining us next week, Thursday. Our Tuesday Quarantine Convos is still to be confirmed, but there will be one. So stay tuned for that. And more shows coming from gotkushTV in the coming weeks. We want to make sure and send love to all of the families who are dealing with loved ones who are either ill or have passed away at the moment. We know that it's difficult times, and we encourage you all to pull together, as families and friends. Even, you know, as our sister Neef, the goddess Neef of the Blackest Truth said, we don't want social distancing, you know, physical distancing, but we need to be socially interacting. So we find ways to socially interact and be with each other during these challenging times. Kings and Queens, I want to thank you for staying locked on to gotkushTV. You know what I'm saying? And we hope that you have a good and blessed evening. Always remember, you ain't got nothing if you ain't got Kush.
gotkushTV. After a stellar 2019, your #1 Black conscious media platform is getting ready to go into overdrive for 2020. As we promised, last year we launched The Inside. We premiered the pilot for the Black Group Economic Show. We dropped 2 new seasons of Wordsmith, the #1 platform for artists with a message in the music. We've seen you out on the road, the Black Carpet Awards, the Reparations March, the Legacy Center of Excellence, and more. We brought you Dr. Mumbi, the legendary Bob Andy, Queen Diambi, Kemi Seba, Esther Stanford Hossein, Leo Mohammed, Brother Leader Badaka, and more. And now, 2020 is set to see gotkushTV taking it to the next level. First up, look out for the official launch of the gotkushTV website, your official portal for all things GKTV, including new shows, news, views, and reviews, soon to be serving you with advertising opportunities and the launch of the GKTV African market. gotkushtv.com will also be a global hub for all things Black, conscious, and empowering from all over the Black world. Black achievements, Black excellence, education, health, positive Black imagery, entrepreneurs, Black brands, and charity work. All this and more can be found here at gotkushtv.com. Then there's the new show, Decipher, the dynamic discussion and debate show. Health is wealth, practical tips for living in wellness. Kush Communiversity, home of Black Warrior Scholarship. And UK Fire Entertainment, bringing you a slew of music videos for your listening and viewing pleasure. Look out for more of The Insight, Wordsmith, and the full 3rd season of the Black Group Economic Show, all coming your way soon. As always, the GKTV film team is available for hire to cover your events and all filming needs. Visit us at gotkushtv.com for hire inquiries and more information. Stand by all Black businesses through our website, social media, and show content. We have monumental advertising, sponsorship, and network opportunities catering especially for you. gotkushTV is about to take off. To join us for the ride, there's 4 things you can do. 1, subscribe to our channel. Hit that bell to make sure you don't miss a release. Join us on all social media and hit up gotkushtv.com to subscribe to our mailing list for exclusive opportunities in the near future. 2, like. Let us know you're feeling our content by hitting that ever so important button of approval. 3, comment. We want to hear your feedback on everything we're putting out, so make sure your presence is felt in the comment section. 4, share. Spread the word by hitting that share button and exposing your circle to the magnificence that is gotkushTV. We look forward to building with you throughout 2020 and servicing you with high quality Black media production. gotkushTV. Beyond discussion, beyond debate, we put the power in Black media. Lyricism is a craft. Leave the gimmicks to the half-hearts who can only walk the beaten path and rock the stereotypical mask. They stole our swag, pimped us out, called it mainstream, and we said bun it. The only stream we feel is the one that flows from our current. We were the genius, wide-eyed, trying to fraternize with the gatekeepers to the mansion. And every time we got too black, no exposure was the sanction. He couldn't resist the rhythm, stayed making P from our riggers, saying, please continue to create like gods, just so long as you spit like niggas. But we're them perverted revolutionaries. Don't let us in the door, we kick it down. Seal the roof, we smash through the ceiling. And now we've become wise enough to construct our own buildings. Their mansion is a minor, to their industry we don't aspire. Now London's burning, cause we ignite the UK fire. So spit high caliber MC, rapper, bring the spoken word poet. Vocalists construct those melodies of resonant frequencies and send it out to the world. If Omawale Malcolm was a poet, we are the means necessary, carrying Yah Santa's bullets on the winds of our words. If Messiah was music, we are the whirlwind and the storm. Be black as you want to be, this is your platform. Like how the Most High created the world, is recognized as the first gift. gotkushTV, we bring you Wordsmith.